Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for checking out today's video where I will be talking about the film that introduced me into the world of cinema and its lasting impact on me, which is the original Batman film from 1989 directed by Tim Burton and starring Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, and Kim Basinger. But real quick before I get started on my thoughts, I want to know about your experience with this movie and what impact, if any, it had on you. So drop a comment down below and let me know, when was the first time you saw Batman and what impression did it leave on you? When I say that this is the film that introduced me into the world of cinema, I mean quite literally that it's the first movie I ever remember seeing as a kid with my parents at home after it was released on VHS when I was around 2.5 to 3 years old. And from that moment forward, I was hooked on movies and in love with the character of Batman. Which obviously is something that has continued forward even to this day. So what is it about this movie that drew me in so much back then, and what is it that still draws me in when watching the film today? Well, the first thing that I want to bring up is the overall atmosphere of the film. All of the technical elements of the movie pull together so fantastically to create the atmosphere. Everything from the way that the lighting and the shadows work together, Danny Elfman's dreary, mysterious, exciting, well-timed, and unforgettable score, the costume designs, and set locations, to the shot compositions of the cameras, to the style of dialogue and its delivery through magnetic performances and the chemistry between each performer, all line up to help create this completely encompassing and engaging world that I can't help but be completely sucked into when watching. Now, obviously, as a little kid, I wasn't completely aware of all of these technical elements that were all pulling together in that way, but I did understand that I found it all very fascinating, and that I really liked the music, the costumes, and the dark colors, and that I found both of the central characters to be extremely fascinating. It's actually really difficult for me to pick a single favorite scene from the movie because there are parts from every single scene that still keep me engaged and excited throughout the duration of the movie. By the age of 3, I was pretty much quoting most of the movie, which actually got me into a little bit of trouble whenever I slammed my fist down on a newspaper and shouted, "Son of a bitch!" As a quick aside, that's actually one of 2 Burton films that I felt inspired by in my extreme youth to use profanity due to repeating the lines. The second one was around age 4 when, after watching Beetlejuice, I walked down the hall, turned around, looked at my dad, grabbed my crotch and shouted, "Nice fucking model! Honk honk!" Sorry, I just wanted to share that real quick, but now back to Batman. Personally, though I do feel like there's now been 2 other fantastic actors so far that have helped bring the character of Batman to life in live action on the big screen, Keaton has always been my favorite. I'll actually get more into that in a later video. And Jack Nicholson's performance is just so on point and mesmerizing because I feel both entertained and amused by him, and yet very creeped out and threatened by his unreadability and unpredictable nature and craftiness. The other element that I find so well executed is the score. Not just the arrangement and composition of the piece itself, but how well placed and timed it is within the context of the movie. The music cues with exactly the right sections of the score at exactly the right parts of the film, and it's one of the things that still helps to make this movie exciting even after countless reviewings throughout my life. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say it's my very favorite movie of all time, although I don't know that I would entirely rule out saying it either, but I do know that it's a movie that I still very much so enjoy sitting through and usually will watch it at a minimum of twice a year. It's what drew me into movies altogether and opened me up to the world of visual storytelling and being introduced to remarkable and exciting and interesting characters and following them on their journeys as their stories progressed throughout a film. From then on, I really latched on to movies as a favorite pastime and felt inspired to absorb as much of that kind of content as I possibly could. It's the first movie that really powerfully displayed to me the power of imagination and inspired me to want to tell my own visual stories and create my own interesting characters even from a very early age. Hopefully someday soon, some of those aspirations will come to life. It's taken a long time and it's been a windy road, but I've finally gotten to a point where I've acquired the skills, the education, and the equipment to start doing just that. But before any of that was the spark created by Tim Burton's Batman, and it's a spark that lit a fire that continues to burn passionately to this day. I want to thank everybody for watching today's video. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed today's discussion, and consider subscribing if you don't want to miss out on any of the awesome movie-related content we have coming up here on the channel. I hope that everybody out there is doing well, and I'll see you all in the next video. Today's video has been brought to you by the 3 DOS Ghosts Gaming and Entertainment Organization. Please click down on the link below to check out and join our community Discord.